When a person is on the verge, kind words of approval don't always help them. However, motivation in the form of a quote from someone who has been in a similar situation can not only boost their spirits, but also lead to a significant change in their life. 1. Don't think about the price. Think about the value. Many people dream of having expensive possessions, but they are often deterred by the high cost. For example, paintings by famous artists. However, if you set aside the price of a painting and think about its value as a part of historical and cultural heritage, you'll realize that it's priceless. Not in financial terms, but in terms of aesthetics and culture. Such a purchase would warm your soul. When you want to acquire something, don't focus on its price. The most important thing is that the item is genuinely needed. 2. Too many people buy things they don't need with money they don't have to impress people they don't know. This quote is highly relevant in today's society. People buy expensive items to show off to others. They often purchase the latest iPhone on credit, just to later boast about their cool purchase on social media. In reality, the person doesn't need that particular smartphone. A reasonably priced phone with excellent functionality could serve the same purpose. Yet people are driven by a desire for fame. Owning an iPhone means you're a cool person keeping up with the times. By making such expensive purchases, people attempt to attract the attention of others they don't even know. They try to prove to society that they hold a certain status. Strangers won't find out that to afford the new purchase they took out a loan, but they've already made an impression. 3. Thinking that the world will be fair to you just because you are fair is like expecting a lion not to eat you because you don't want to eat him. The world is full of people who consider themselves pacifists. Since they are so peace-loving towards others, they expect others to treat them the same way. But in reality, the world, as represented by society, isn't fair. It's often cruel. It can devour a person without warning. Believing in the kindness of the world is equivalent to encountering a lion that won't eat you just because you don't want to eat it. 4. You cannot start a new chapter in your life if you're still rereading the previous one. People often say they want to start anew, leaving behind all their problems and hardships. However, they find it challenging to do so because they cling to the past and can't leap forward into the future. You can easily see this in the context of relationships. A young person who has been abandoned by their partner falls into a deep depression. They stop eating, sleeping, and continuously cry. They review photos of their past relationship. They try to call or text their ex. They check their ex's social media profiles. And this is wrong. The relationship is over. You've closed that chapter of your life. You've moved forward into a new day and a new beginning. 5. If you truly want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse. Indeed, if a person is passionate about an idea, they'll find all the ways to make it happen. Nothing will deter them from their dream. What drives them is their motivation. If a person doesn't want to do something, no amount of motivation will help them. Without the desire, there is no interest. 6. Trying to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. People want to be anyone but themselves. They are ready to copy someone else's lifestyle, to follow other people's ideals and opinions. Each person is unique. They have their own life to live, without hiding behind the facade of someone else's image. It's an unnecessary waste of time. In every situation, a person should always remain true to themselves. They have the right to live their life and make their choices. 7. In life, if you don't take risks, you risk a lot. Many people who think they never take risks are mistaken. Risk is present in all the actions they undertake. A person walks down the street and may trip and hurt themselves. They drive a car and may have a car accident. Risk is never planned. It always shows up at the least convenient moment. 8. You cannot start a new chapter in your life if you're still rereading the previous one. Many people say they want a fresh start, leaving behind all their problems and difficulties. However, they struggle to do so because they hold on to the past and can't leap forward into the future. You can easily see this in the context of relationships. A young person who has been abandoned by their partner falls into a deep depression. They stop eating, sleeping, and continuously cry. They review photos of their past relationship. They try to call or text their ex. They check their ex's social media profiles, and this is wrong.